seen the subquery. What is a subquery?
Query within a query.
Query inside a query. So what is inline view? What is inline view? What is inline view? Anybody? Abhiram? Kiran garu? What is inline view? Harita, Kiran, Shalini, Shravani, Kiran. Anybody? What is inline view? What is inline view?
Select statement.
That's bad.
Using
Inline
subquery
view,
in from is
something like
called
a select statement.
Yes, using a select statement in a from class is called as the inline view. Okay, so let's see. So now, how many times a subquery is going to execute? How many times a subquery is going to execute? How many times a subquery is going to execute? One time or multiple times?
multiple times.
Subquery.
Oh.
One time.
Subquery is going to execute one time. It's going to fetch a value. Using that value, the main query will execute number of times.
Yes, subquery execute only one time. Okay, because the subquery returns a value and that return value will be used in the where condition of your main query. Okay, so now here I have two queries. What is the difference between above query and below query? Here I have two queries. We have seen a subquery example last class, and we have seen inline view. This is also inline view is also the different types of a subquery. But what is the difference between above query and below query? Anybody? What is the difference between above query and below query? Anybody? What is the difference between above query and below query? The simple difference. I'm not asking the functionality wise or a syntax wise or anything. Any guesses?
First one is it's using joins.
Where it is using the join? But I have only one table, right?
Below query executing one time, above query, that subquery executing number of times.
No, I'm asking the functionality difference wise. Shravani garu meer cheppindi 100% correct, but
Shalini.
yeah, Shalini, sorry. Okay, what is the difference between this one and this one? See here. Here, this is also a subquery and this is also a subquery. Okay, first let's start with this one. Shalini, correct amma. Subquery and this is also a subquery. Then what is the difference between these two? Okay, right? Subquery. So in this subquery, okay, let's see. In this one, can I execute this independently? Let's copy this. Okay. Let's copy this and then execute this. Let's say, can I execute this independently? Yes. Okay. Here, this part I can execute independently. Now let's copy this one. So I cannot. Invalid identifier because a dot salary. What is a here? What is a? What is a? What is a here?
Alias.
Alias name to what?
EMP.
EMP is in subquery or EMP in main?
EMP in main.
EMP in main query. So that means in this example here, okay, in this example, in subquery, we are referring main queries column in where condition. in subquery. We are in subquery, we are referring a main queries column in where condition. So that means this subquery has a relation with the parent query. This subquery has a relation with parent query. That's why this is called as correlated subquery. Correlated subquery. That means the subquery. Okay, so now what is the difference between subquery and a correlated subquery? Okay, in subquery, okay, so no reference with the parent column. No reference to parent query column. And the second one, in correlated subquery, yes, we have a reference to parent query column. Parent query column. Okay, subquery executes only one time. Only one time. Okay, and subquery executes first. Subquery executes first in a subquery. So in a subquery, okay. So now here, this one is there is no relation. There is no relation with the parent query, and the subquery executes only one time. Only one time, and the value will pass to the main query, and it will be evaluated. And subquery executes the first. Here a reference to a parent query. Now here a main query executes first. Executes first. Okay. And subquery executes for every row of parent query. Correlated subquery. Executes for every row of parent query. So now if anybody asks you what is the difference between subquery and a correlated subquery, first of all, why we have to write a correlated subquery? Sometimes we may have to write a query in subquery to refer a column in a parent query. Let's see. I want to find, okay, this query, how it is going to execute, and we will see. Is everybody clear the difference between correlated subquery and the subquery, normal subquery? Correlated subquery, it has a reference to the parent query column. Main query executes first. Main query executes first for every row. So first this query is going to execute. Select star from EMPA. Okay. So now for every row, salary column. Sir, can you put it in mute, please? Sir, mute, please. Mute, please, everybody. Okay, so now the select star from EMPA. So here I am getting all the rows. Okay, so now how it is going to execute? So what is the column we are passing to subquery? So the salary column. So now it takes the first row 800. 800 will be passed to subquery. So now select count of star from EMPB where b dot salary greater than 800. This value will be executed. So this query will replace with 800. So a dot salary will be replaced with 800. So now count of star from EMP where b dot salary, so it's 13. Does the 3 greater than 13? So now this replaces with 13. Okay. Does the 3 greater than 13?
No.
No. So that's why I don't get this first row. Okay. So now the 1600. 1600 will replace with 800, second row. Now this query is going to execute. Now it's like a 6. 3 greater than 6. No, this is also wrong. Okay, so now let's take with 5000. Similarly, for every row, a parent query is going to execute. See, it is 0, 3 greater than 0. So that 5000 will be displayed. See here. This is the top 3 salaries of my employee table. The top 3 salaries. So whenever you want to write a query to refer a column, for example, you have a salary column. Okay, you need to find who is the best customer. How can you find the best customer? Based on his sales amount. Based on his sales amount. The sales amount is in the same table. But how can I compare the sales amount with other rows to get the best, the top 3 best customers? So whenever you want to pass a value between parent query and subquery, we have to go with a correlated subquery. Okay, is everybody clear with this and how it is going to work? The difference between subquery and parent query, is everybody clear? Yes or no, please? Okay, so now let's see, select star from DEPT. Another example, select star from DEPT. Okay, so 10, 20, 30, 40. Now select star from EMP. I have 20, 10, 30 only. So now I want to write a query. Write a query to find department which does not have any employees. Which does not have any employees. I want to find a query which does not have any employees. Right? So how do you write a query which does not have any employees? See, I want to find, select star from DEPT. Okay, I want to find a department. Okay, and which does not have any employees. That means for every department, I need to check records in the employee table. So then count. If count is equal to 0, let's see. Select count of star from EMP where department number is equal to 10. Count of star from EMP where department number is equal to 10. Yes, I have 3. Okay, so now I have 5. But if I execute with 40, I don't have any employees. So now I want to write a query to combine these two. DEPTD where 0 is equal to, within a bracket, select. I want to count a count of star from EMP where department number is equal to D dot department number. See, 40 and operations. Select count of star from EMP where department number is equal to 40. So now here I'll be getting. Okay, everybody is clear. See here, for every row in a department, I'm going to employee table and get the total count. This is the correlated subquery. Correlated, that means a parent query and a subquery has a relationship. That relationship is a more important. Okay, so what is the difference between correlated subquery and a main query? Correlated subquery executes for every row of parent query. So in a correlated subquery, main query executes first and then subquery. In a normal subquery, subquery executes first, then main query. So in the subquery, only one time. But in a correlated subquery, as many number of rows in your parent query. Is everybody clear? Everybody is clear? Anybody have any issues? Please let me know. Yes or no? Abhidam, Kiran, Shravani. Yes sir, can I continue with other topics? Yes. Okay, let's see. We are finished with the select part. Okay, we're done with the select. Functions and everything is done related to the select. Okay, so now we are going to, what is the other category? What is the total categories of SQL commands? What are the total categories of SQL commands? What are the total categories of SQL commands?
DDL, DML,
File.
TCL.
So DDL, DML, TCL and DCL and select. Okay, now we are done with select part and functions and all the operators. So now we are going to see the DML. Okay, DML and the use of the TCL, the transaction control. Let's see the DML. Okay, the DML stands for the data manipulation operation. Data manipulation language. The data manipulation language. The data manipulation language means we can, using these commands, we can insert data, insert, update and delete data from database table. We can insert, update and delete data from database table. Okay, so now what are the commands we have for the DML commands? DML commands. Insert command, update command and delete command and insert all command and merge command. Okay, so insert command is for inserting data into table. We are inserting the data into table. So update command is for updating existing data. Data of a table, updating existing data of a table. Existing data means column values can be modified. Existing. Delete command is for deleting data from table. Data from database table. Deleting database table data from. Okay, this is called as the multi-table insert. Multi-table insert or inserting multiple rows into table at a time. Multiple rows into table at a time. Okay, so multi-table insert or inserting multiple rows into table at a time. And the merge command is for update else insert. If a record is already there, then update. Else insert. So if the record is already there, then update. So the record is already there in the database, then update it. Else insert it. Okay, so insert, update, delete, insert all and merge commands. Okay, all DML commands are auto commit on, off. Auto commit off. So after your DML operations in a project operations, we have to either issue a commit or rollback to make the changes in the database permanent or rollback. So the commit and the rollback are TCL commands. These two are TCL, the transaction control. The transaction control commands, the TCL, commit and rollback. So what is the use of a commit? Commit is to make those changes in database permanent. The rollback is we can roll back to the previous state. So that means we are increasing a salary of an employee, but that increase was happened in accidentally. So we can roll back. Okay, so commit or rollback. So commit and rollback. Commit is to save the changes and rollback. Commit or rollback. Commit between last commit and the current commit. Let's say I'll explain this one also. Everybody is clear so far? Insert, update, delete, insert all, and merge statement. Okay, so insert, update, delete, insert all, and merge statement. So these statements are auto commit off. So explicitly we have to issue either a commit or rollback after verifying or after validating your DML operation. So is everybody is clear? Everybody is clear? Okay, so now after DML operations we have to either issue a commit or rollback. And okay, so Oracle table contains the constraints, right? What are the constraints we have? What are the constraints we have? What are the constraints on a table?
Primary key, foreign key, unit.
Primary key, foreign key, unique key, not null and
constraint.
Kiran garu count anedi constraints kaadu. Okay, table
అంటే క్యారెక్టర్ టైప్స్
అది data types.
ఓకే
Those are the data types, not the constraint types. Okay.
ఓకే సార్ ఓకే
So the table contain the table contain the constraints. The constraints define the rules. So that means the data what we are inserting or updating or deleting also should satisfy all constraints. The data what you are inserting, the data what you are inserting, okay, or what you are updating or what you are deleting also should satisfy all the constraints. So that means, okay, if any DML operations fails the constraints, then the DML operation is going to fail. If you violate any constraint, then Oracle will give an error. If your DML operation violates any constraints, so then Oracle gives an error. That operation will be failed. Okay, so that is very important thing. So the satisfying constraints is very different. The data what you are inserting should satisfy inserting or updating or deleting also. Deleting should satisfy the data types and their sizes also. So that is very important. Not only the constraints, the data should satisfy the data types and their sizes also. That means we cannot insert a character field into number. We cannot insert a character into number. At the same time, we cannot give you a value greater than specified size. Those are the very important. We cannot give you values greater than sizes and values greater than the sizes. These are the fundamental rules we need to consider while inserting the data. Inserting, updating and deleting, insert all, merge statement and all these operations. Okay, everybody is clear? Yes or no, please? Okay, so let's start with the delete operation. And one thing is, all SQL operators we studied in where? We have seen in the where class. Where class of SQL selector can be used in delete and update as well, in DML operations as well. So we are not going to discuss those topics again. Okay, so all the SQL operators we have seen in the where class. So that means whatever we have seen, arithmetic operator, logical operators, and all those operators of the select can be used in DML commands as well. Okay, please remember that one. Delete, and all the functions also. Functions can be used here also. SQL operators and SQL functions. We have seen in the where class or in the select, we can use in this one also. So what is the purpose of delete statement? What is the purpose of delete statement? Is to delete data from a table. Is for deleting data from a table. Deleting data from a table, not from the columns. Entire rows will be deleted. Okay. See here, if I want to delete all the data from this complete row, yes, delete it. Not from this column. If I want to delete a column, there is no. If anybody asks you to write a statement to delete a column, no. Delete a column is not possible. Or we can drop a column is possible. Delete a column is not. Or we can make all the values to null is possible. If anybody asks you in an interview, so can I delete a column? No, it is not possible to delete a column. But we can drop a column, or we can make all the values of that column in a table to null by updating. Okay, is for deleting a data from a table. The data from is rows. Rows will be deleted. Please remember that point. Rows will be deleted. What is the syntax? Let's see the syntax, how to use the delete statement. Delete from table name, and optional where conditions. We can have any number of conditions. This is the simple delete statement. Delete from table name where conditions. Deleting data from a table where conditions. Okay, now one point. If there is nowhere, so then all rows from the table will be deleted. If there is nowhere, will be deleted. All rows will be deleted. If there is a where, the where conditions, so then rows satisfying that conditions will be deleted. Will be deleted. Okay. So now let's see what is the meaning of delete from EMP. What is the meaning of delete from EMP? I'm not executing, but you can practice it. I'll show you also. Delete from EMP. That means it deletes all rows from EMP table. Okay, so now let's see. I deleted the data from employee. I'm executing this one. I deleted 14 rows. Okay, remember this. I deleted 14 rows. One interesting point here. Select star from EMP. There is no data. Okay, so now I'm going to sys account. Sys is the super user. He can access any table. So now I'm executing select star from scott.emp. What is my output? So I'm executing a select statement from table emp of Scott user. Okay, so am I going to get any data or no? Am I going to get any data or no? I have the deleted data. Are we going to get the data or no?
You'll get the data, you didn't commit it.
Yes, so here we'll get the data because here we deleted the data but not committed. Not committed. Okay, this the temporarily delete the data, but actual data will be there until you commit or roll back. If I issue a commit here, after commit, if any others executed, they cannot see the data. This is called as a the consistency feature of the Oracle. Consistency. The consistency. Only the committed transaction will be reflected to other users. In the session, in the current session, here I'm deleting the data, but did not execute a rollback or commit. Then other users, if any other user try to access the data, so they will still get the data because of that consistency feature. Okay, that's a very important thing. Remember that point. If I commit it, that's fine. Okay, so now there is no data here. Everybody is clear that point? Everybody is clear?
Yes.
Okay, the select star from employee. I'm executing this select star from employee. There is no data. So now I want to roll back this operation. I don't want to commit it. I don't want to lose the data. The rollback. So what this rollback will do? The rollback, it rolls back all the changes performed by the DML operation until the last commit or rollback. Not only this command, not only this one command, it executes rollbacks up to whatever changes we made with insert or update or delete up to last commit. Rolls back the changes made by DML commands up to last commit or rollback. That's very important. Either commit or rollback. It's not only one command. It can commit or rollbacks up to last command. See, simply I'm executing rollback. So the rollback complete. Now let's see, select star from EMP. I will be getting the data. Okay, so the where conditions, the simple command, where delete command, delete from EMP, where DEPT number is equal to 10. So it deletes all the data where department number is equal to 10. Delete from EMP, where salary greater than, select AVG of salary from EMP. What is the output of this command? What is the use of this command? Delete from employee, where salary greater than, select average of salary from employee. What it will do? What it will do? What it will do? Is it, first of all, is it right or wrong? Is it right or wrong? One by one, please. Yes or no? Abhiram, Kiran. Right. Adita, wrong. Any others? Shalini, Shravani. Kiran is right or wrong? Shravani. Shalini.
రైట్ అనుకున్నాను.
Anila. Select department from EMP where salary greater than, select, yeah, this is right. It delete the data from employee table where salary greater than average salary. See, this is the subquery, right? So we can do the subqueries. All the select, all the operators, whatever operators we have seen and functions we have seen in the where class of select can be used in the DML, right? See, this is giving a average salary 2073. So now this is greater than, it delete the data where salary greater than average salary. Okay, so now I'm rolling back again. I don't want to commit it. I'm roll back. Okay, everybody is clear? Anybody have any doubts?
The group functions ni wait.
Group functions means
Wait class లో యూజ్ చేయకూడదు అన్నారు కదా.
వేర్ క్లాస్ లో నేను గ్రూప్ ఎక్కడ వాడానండి? సబ్ క్వెరీలో కదా వాడింది. వేర్ క్లాస్ లో నేను డైరెక్ట్ గా ఇక్కడ పెట్టలేదు కదా.
ఓకే సార్.
నేను డైరెక్ట్ గా ఇలా పెట్టాను అనుకోండి, దట్ ఈస్ రాంగ్, దిస్ ఈజ్ రాంగ్. మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా?
ఓకే.
సో ఇక్కడ గ్రూప్ ఫంక్షన్ వాడింది. ఎక్కడ వాడాను గ్రూప్ ఫంక్షన్? సెలెక్ట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ లో, సబ్ క్వెరీలో. ఓకే, సో సిమిలర్లీ you can use this delete statement for deleting the data from any table. We can use this delete for deleting the data with any number of where conditions. Okay, so now let's see one important point, one more important point, please note down here. The delete from EMP, sorry, delete from DEPT. Okay, what is the parent table and what is the child table in DEPT and EMP? What is the parent table?
Parent table is DEPT.
Yes, parent table is DEPT. Parent table is DEPT and the child table is EMP. Okay, so now without any restriction we can delete the data from child table. Without any restriction we can delete from the child table. Data from child table. Okay, so now, so delete but parent table. If you are deleting data from a parent table, okay, so there will be no rows in the child table for that row. Let's see, delete from DEPT where department number is equal to 10. Okay, how the oracle is going to work? Delete from DEPT where department number is equal to 10. It says that integrity constraint violated, the child record found. Okay, so the department table we are deleting the record. We are deleting a record 10, this record, but this 10 is available in this employee table, right? That's why we cannot delete parent table record if there is a child record found. There is a child record in child table. In child table, child table in the sense is table where it contains a foreign key. Okay everybody, so now let's see, I can delete this 40 because there is no record in my department table. There is no record in employee table with the department. See, it's a one row deleted, one row deleted. I am rolling back, I don't want to change it, I want to roll back it. Okay, but this is very important. While deleting a data, deleting data from a child table is possible without any restriction. We can delete it directly. But if you're deleting from a parent table, it validates that foreign key constraint in the child table to see is there any record in the child table with the corresponding row. So then those rows will not be deleted. Okay everybody? Everybody is clear? Yes or no? Okay, this is the delete statement. Simple, delete is very simple. Okay, now let's see, the second command is update command. So update, delete, insert, these all three commands, and insert all merge commands. After these commands we have to issue a commit or a rollback. We have to issue a commit or a rollback for your operations. Now update command, the syntax is updating existing rows, is for updating existing rows of table. Updating rows means the columns, existing rows of a table. So we can update the values. For example, updating a value means I want to update, I want to increase the employee's salary by 10%. I want to increase the salary of employees by 10%. Okay, I want to give $100 as a commission, default commission to employees where commission is null. I want to give a salary. Okay, I want to decrease 1 year from hire date. I want to decrease 1 year from hire date for each employee. decrease 1 year from hire date in employee table. See, those I want a modification to columns, so the values needs to be modified. Okay, so now see, is null is there, but all the employees who does not have any department, then allot those employees to department 40. The employees who does not have a department, allot those employees to department number 40. Those type of updating existing rows of a table. Existing rows of a table. Okay, and we can update one or multiple rows at a time. So we can update one or multiple columns at a time. We can update one or multiple rows at a time, or we can update one or multiple columns at a time. Let's see a syntax. Update table name, set column name is equal to value, new value, comma, column 2 is equal to value 2, and so on. We can add any number of columns. By default, optional where conditions. We can have any number of conditions. See here, so this is the column name we are updating with this value. This is the column we are updating with this value. Okay, it can update one or multiple rows. We can update one or multiple rows. Okay, so now if there is a where condition, 1 second. Okay, so the where conditions, update table name, set column name and column 2. So we can update any number of columns with the new value. Okay, so this where condition. So where is an optional. If there is no where condition, all rows will be updated for the specified columns. For example, let's say update EMP, set salary is equal to salary plus salary into 0.1. What is the meaning of this one? Salary into salary plus 0.1. So what is the statement? How many rows it is going to update? Update EMP, set salary is equal to salary plus salary into 0.1. How many rows it is going to update?
All the rows.
All rows will be updated. 14 rows will be updated. Okay, so now the salary incremented by 10%. All rows will be updated. Okay, so now update EMP, set salary, commission is equal to 100 where commission is null. So what it means? What is the meaning of this one? How many rows it is going to update? If anybody asks you how many rows it is going to update this one, so how do you say? How many rows it is going to update? All the null column rows, all the rows with where commission is null will be updated. Update EMP, set job is equal to What is the meaning of this one? What is the meaning of this one? Update EMP set job is equal to lower of job. What is the meaning of this one? So it converts all the employees job to lowercase. 14 rows updated. You see here all the job will be changed back. So now I am rollback. I don't want this change. I don't want to change this one. Rollback. Okay, the rollback and commit. Everybody is clear. Similarly, we can update any number of columns at the same time. Commission is equal to null. What is this one? How many columns it is updating? Here we are updating the two columns, job and commission column. So what is the commission column will do? Commission column is replacing the commission with 100 if it is a null. Okay. Similarly, we can update any number of rows and any number of columns based on the where. So you can use all the where conditions. You can have any number of conditions. The only thing is if you have more than one condition, you can join those conditions with the and or operator. What is my output? What is the output of this one? Update EMP set hire date is equal to add underscore months of hire date comma minus 12. What is this output? What is this output?
హైర్ డేట్ 1 year కి తగ్గుతుంది.
Has hire date. Okay, so hire date will be subtracted by 1 year. So this is the update statement. Everybody is clear? Everybody is clear about the update statement. Anybody have any doubts, please? Please, anybody have any doubts? Can I continue with other? So please practice the update one. Okay. Now, insert statement. Okay, insert statement. So one thing remember is after insert or after update, after delete, we have to issue a commit or rollback. The commit in rollback is very important. Okay, the commit means it commits to up to what? Up to last commit or last rollback. Rollback it executes up to last rollback or last commit. The pending DML operations. Okay, so insert is for inserting data into. Let's see. I want to see one more. Update EMP set employee number is equal to null. Is it possible? Update EMP set employee number is equal to null. Is it possible? No. Why?
Employee number column has a primary key.
Employee number is primary key.
Primary.
Not null plus unique.
Not null. Primary key or a not null. That's why we need to cannot update to null. We cannot update primary key to null. Okay. Primary key to null. Cannot update primary key to null because the primary key does not accept null values. That's very important. The constraints needs to be validated. All the constraint needs to be validated to insert the data. This one, update salary is equal to this one, No, this is also not possible because it says that enter value that complies with the numeric column precision. So here value larger than specified precision. See here, so the data type of salary column is the 7 comma 2, only 7 digits. Okay, see here we have given a more than maximum length, which is not possible, is also wrong. All the constraints needs to be satisfied. All the constraints and the data types needs to be satisfied while inserting or updating and everything the data. So let's see the insert statement. Insert is for inserting data into table. Data into table. Okay, inserting data into table. While inserting, first thing we need to remember is we need to provide values to all not null columns. Compulsory we have to provide values to not null columns. That means all the constraints. And so we need to insert data as per constraints. So the constraint should be validated. We need to provide the values to all not null columns and we need to insert the data as per constraints. So the constraint should be validated and their data types. Constraints comma data types and their sizes. And their sizes needs to be satisfied. We need to insert data as per the constraint, data types and their sizes. Okay, so the second thing is at a time we can insert data into only one column. Data into one table only. We can insert the data into one table only. Okay, so we can insert the data into all the constraints needs to be satisfied and all the not null columns and all the data types and their sizes. Let's see a syntax of the command. Multiple syntaxes are there. We will see one by one. Okay, the syntax number 1. Insert into table name. Insert into table name. Column 1, comma column 2, column 3 and so on. Column n. And values. Value 1, comma value 2, comma value 3 and so on, value n. This command is for inserting data into specific columns. The syntax is for, see, I have 8 columns but I want to insert only 3 columns. Okay, so then we can use this syntax, inserting data into table for a specific number of columns. This is for inserting data into specific number of columns. Number of columns. Inserting data into all columns. Insert into table name. Values. So here value 1, comma value 2 and value 3 and so on, value n. This is inserting data into all columns. Okay, so here is note is we have to first value goes to first column and second value goes to second column, third value goes to third column. So the values will be loaded into table as per the position. Okay, values will be inserted inserted into table as per position, not based on the this one. So this value goes to first column, this value goes to second column, this value goes to third column, and this value goes to nth column. But in this case, this value goes to this column, this value goes to this column, this value goes to this column. Here the position is not important. Okay, we can put column names in any order, but the values will go to corresponding columns. Value 1, column 1, value 3, column 3. But here first value goes to first column of a table, second value go to second column of a table, third value go to third column. Okay, so in this values will be inserted into as per the position. And the thing is, okay, in this syntax we have to provide values to all columns of a table. Compulsory we have to provide a values to all columns of a table. We cannot skip any column. If you want to insert any column as a null, explicitly specify a null in this syntax. Okay, here we can insert only the required columns. If you want to insert only 3 columns, yes, we can insert. Okay, so here we can insert the data into any number of columns. Compulsory we have to provide values to all columns. If you want to insert any column as a null, explicitly specify a keyword null. Okay, I'll ask one question. Let me see. If you want to insert any column as null, so during insert, we need to specify null keyword explicitly. Okay, explicitly we need to specify a null. Okay, so what is the difference between, is everybody clear so far? Is everybody clear? Everybody, the syntaxes and everything is clear to everyone? Okay, so now what is the difference? I'll ask one by one. Either both are same or not. Just say yes or no, everyone. Between null and null. Okay, so now let's start with Abhiram. So the both are same? Null and null is same or no? These two are same or no?
No, it's different.
It's different. Just
No.
say yes or no. Okay. And Kiran? Kiran, no. Shalini?
No.
No. So these are different, right? No.
Yes.
Harita? Shravani garu? Shravani garu, both are same or yes? Both are same or no? No, yes, everybody is right. Both are different. So the null means null. This is null is nothing. But here null means it considers it as a character. Please note down. Say here, if you want to insert any column as null during the insert, we need to specify the null keyword and don't put single quotes null. That's what I want to say. Okay, don't put single quote null during the null. Explicitly specify a null. Okay, so inserting the data into table. Okay, now this is the one syntax. So now inserting data into table from a results of another query. This is the another syntax. Inserting data into table from a results of another query. Another query in the sense is select statement. Let's see. Syntax. Select value 1, comma value 2, and so on, value n with Okay, this is your query. This is the query. So the query results. So one query results can be inserted into another table. This is for specific columns. So inserting data into results of another query for a specific columns. Okay, inserting data into results for a specific columns, this one. So for another columns, for all columns. Here this is not required. Inserting data into this one. So the values, this one. Inserting data into table, select this one. Okay, this is the query, but here also the same rules. Whatever rules here we have, the same rules will be applied in this case also. We have to select values for all columns. If you don't know the value for a corresponding column but still want to use it, we can use it as a null. Everybody, is it clear? Did anybody note down the syntaxes, please? Everybody note down the syntaxes. Okay, super. Now let's see. Before inserting data, so we need to insert a data. Before inserting data, we need to know the fundamental rules. What are the fundamental rules? The constraints. What are the constraints? Okay, data types of a column, columns and sizes. Okay, sizes. We need to know the constraints and the data types of a column. Okay, let's see. Let's consider the department table. The department table. How can you see the department table? The describe DEPT table. Describe DEPT table. Let's see the describe. Yes, this is the table. Describe DEPT table. So the describe DEPT, not null, number 2, dname, varchar 2 and the location. So these are the 3 columns. So that means department number is a not null. Compulsory we have to give a value into the department number column, and it is a primary key also. It's a primary key also. That's why compulsory it should be a unique. Department name and location can be null because it can accept null values. Let's see. Insert into DEPT values 15. Is it right? Is it right or wrong? Yes or no? Is it right or wrong? No. Others? No. Next. Kiran, next. This is wrong. Because in the DEPT we have 3 columns, but we are inserting only 1 column. It will give you invalid, not enough values. Okay, so we have the syntax. Let's see the syntax here. Okay, here we have this one. We are using all columns syntax. We are using all columns. Here I am not specified any column names. This is wrong because we are trying to insert a record into DEPT, but we provided a values. This is wrong because not enough values error. Okay, the next thing, how can I make this work? So if this want to work, I can change back to the column name. Here we can specify only column name, or department number is equal to 15. So I'm inserting data into only department. Yes, 1 row insert, and the rest of the values will be null. The default values is null. Okay, the default values will be null. So if I want to work with the same thing, so let's roll back this one. I'm roll back. Value is 15 comma, I want to insert a null. So the null comma null. So explicitly this is right. I'm inserting the data into 15, but I'm inserting with the null values for the rest of the columns. This is right. 1 row inserted. Okay, this is right. Okay, so inserting the data into two tables. Okay, so now insert into EMP column names, employee number, and one thing is name comma location. So this is it right or wrong? This is wrong. I cannot insert a null into department number because that is a primary key value. We are violating a primary key values. Okay, compulsory we have to insert a value. The number column because it is a primary key. Okay, everybody is a clear? Please let me know. Okay, so now in tomorrow's class we are going to see inserting data from a query, and we can do the insert all and merge statements. Okay, insert all and merge statement tomorrow we will see, and please practice inserting some records into employee and DEPT tables. Please practice some records insertion into employee and DEPT tables. One thing you need to remember is while inserting the character data, you need to put it in the single quotes. While inserting the date data, you need to put it into the single quotes. For the character insertion, during insert or update, during the DML operations, character data and date data should be in single quote. That's a very important thing. Okay, so we will see in tomorrow's class. We can see the insert all, insert from query, insert from select, simple example, and then we can see the insert all and merge statement, and a few concepts of commit and rollback. So how the commit and rollback is good. So everybody knows what is a commit and what is the rollback. Okay, so we will see some examples on the commit and the rollback. Tomorrow we will finish all these 4 concepts, and then starting from Wednesday, okay, so we will be starting on PL SQL. Few more people is going to join in the class for PL SQL. We will start the PL SQL. Okay, so after finishing the PL SQL, we will come back to SQL for DDL. Okay, everybody is clear? Okay, sir.